Jacob Berger and the Freedom Flotilla tried sailing to Gaza, and the IDF recently stopped them. This is round 2 of the flotilla. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at some footage coming out here in the Middle East. I'm the other Barak, coming to you live and direct from the Holy Land here in Israel. We're going to take a look at a few videos here. Here's our guy, Jacob.
Hi, my name is Jacob Berger from the United States of America. If you're seeing this video, we have been intercepted at sea and I've been kidnapped by the Israeli occupation forces or forces of a country.
I don't know if Jacob drank 2 or 9 beers before this video. He seems to be quite a lightweight because I've actually met him in person and he spoke just like this as well. So he clearly did not have a slurred word, and he's guy does not give a shit about Palestinians. This was posted on open source intel, and they claim that they have been kidnapped. That's so interesting. I did not know that you can take selfie videos and then post them to social media once you have been kidnapped. These are these guys. The guys heading to the Gaza Strip to go free the Palestinians. This was the other flotilla ship that left Europe for Gaza. We obviously saw Greta Thunberg and her amazing crew weeks ago, also getting kidnapped and having the ability to post footage at sea with internet connection somehow with the technology that they brought with them when getting kidnapped, to then post the kidnapping of them getting kidnapped to the channels of them getting kidnapped. So I didn't know you could do that. Here's some footage. Here, IDF Navy SEALs took control of the Handala flotilla that was on its way to Gaza. I didn't know they had an open invite. The Navy stopped the ship that tried to enter Gaza coastal area illegally. The ship is now headed towards the shores of Israel. No injuries have passed. This is just... let's go full screen here. We got to go full screen here. Insane shit. Let's just watch it one more time. Take some look here at the activity here on the upper left-hand camera. It looks like he tried to hit somebody. He almost slipped and he fell. So he caught his balance. Just to play it one more time before people in the comment section go crazy. He lost his balance here. Anyways, next one, you know, you can even here see how quiet and well-behaved the liberator heroes of the flotilla became when they met Shayet Shloshesle, which is a elite unit in the army. They said that they should leave them in Gaza. This is the same video here. Actually, sorry, I believe this is a different video. It's like they knew that this was going to happen or something like that. And so the Israeli military had a message to the Handala Freedom Flotilla. Let's take a listen.
If you do not change your course, the IDF will be forced to take all necessary measures to legal blockade in accordance with international law and prevent your vessel from entering the restricted area. You will be held responsible for the consequences of your actions, and your vessel may be subject to confiscation. You bear sole responsibility for your actions and your consequences.
Israeli Navy, this is a civilian vessel, Handala. Let me give you a lesson in international law. Any blockade that deliberately starves a civilian population is a violation of international law.
That is not true, given the fact that they are now entering Israeli soil, Israeli seawater, where they control the passageways and who does and who doesn't enter. I can't just pull up in a ship into any coastal city that I want to and expect military or expect the government or expect anybody to not come and check who I am, check what I'm doing. It's just not true.
It is not only that, it is a war crime. You have no legal authority to enforce an unlawful blockade, and as such, you have no authority to use force to enforce an unlawful blockade. Therefore, we demand that you stand down. You are responsible for the well-being of every civilian on board this vessel. As an occupying power in Gaza, you are responsible for the health and well-being of the civilian population there. Not only have you disregarded that obligation, but you are actively exterminating the people. You have engineered a famine. You are deliberately starving civilians and children before the eyes of the world. Our vessel does not constitute any threat to you. We carry only humanitarian aid, and therefore you have no authority to intercept or otherwise attack our vessel. We demand again that you stand down.
That was beautiful. How'd that work out for you? Here's a video on Instagram of the one and only Jacob Berger.
All right, guys, this is it. They're 2 miles away. I gotta throw my phone in the water.
Throw your phone in the water. Throw your phone in the water. That seems to be like a pretty bad idea when it comes to the environment, Jacob. Would Greta appreciate that?
Deal on the other side, all right? All right, guys.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. We're going to go back here on the main screen. People, if you watch content like this and you anticipate something happening beyond them getting stopped, you're wasting your time. This is people who are thirsty for attention. These are people who think wholeheartedly down. They think that they're on some humanitarian rescue mission, that the boat that was supposed to enter the Gaza Strip with the humanitarian aid that they had on this ship was supposedly going to fix the famine that's happening in Gaza, and them having such a nice peaceful entrance to Hamas and the other militia groups running the Gaza Strip, especially the women there, that they would have just made their way through the Gaza Strip and then knocked on the doors to Israel and suddenly had a way to solve this conflict. The national security risk that this poses against Israel inside of the Gaza Strip in a territory where there is war being waged is immense. Israel can't take that risk. Israel can't take that risk knowing how Hamas operates. Israel can't take that risk knowing how some of the civilians inside of the Gaza Strip are still holding the 50 Israeli hostages captive. God knows what they would do to these people. And then they're smart because they frame it as if everything that is going to happen from this point on is beyond Hamas's control, is beyond Gaza's control. It's Israel's control. Everything is Israel's control. I've been saying this for a long time, that it's always a lose-lose for Israel, which means that if anything, God forbid, would have to happen to them, the international community would have blamed Israel for them getting hurt on behalf of Hamas. That's how fucking insane this whole thing is. Again, Israel's in a lose-lose every single day of this war, and they have to just basically throw dice at the table and see what fucking numbers show up on the dice to see what they want to play, what cards they want to play today, and how much they're willing to lose. The media war, the international community's perception of this whole thing, it's always a lose-lose, man. And it seems to be a lose-lose always when people who stand by truth are always trying to shout more truth, because people aren't willing to accept the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. So I find it very telling. We're going to continue to see more flotillas, maybe in the next coming months. And as we do, we will continue to update you. Thank you so much for all of your support. I will see you all next video. If you want to continue the conversation, you can support my work for free. Discord does not cost a thing. It is the best way to connect with me and others who are seeking the truth. The link is in the description. But if you want to take it one step further, my Patreon gives you access to the Israel you don't see, uncovering the untold stories of what mainstream media does not show you. The link is in the description, and it helps me to continue this work. Or if you're just looking to help this thing go, PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee is a really easy way to support me. This channel, this work does not happen without all of you. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you next time.